This is the Chatterbox X1 Slim bike-to-bike group communicator, lighter and smaller with even more features. And it supports Bluetooth, which is pretty cool. You can hook it up to your cell phone or your music player if it supports Bluetooth streaming of music. And let's turn the box over. So, let's go through what it says. Bike-to-bike two-way communications among unlimited riders. Maximum range of 5 miles. Hand-free voice activation or push-to-talk capability. Rider-to-passenger communications. Share music and two-way communication with passenger. Answer phone calls and listen to your music wirelessly. FM radio and preset channels. True hi-fi stereo speaker and noise suppression microphone. Headset with microphones for open and full-face helmets included, modular. So this actually has the microphone for an open face or full face helmet. 8 hours talk time and 20 hours standby. So that's a pretty good day of riding. 8 hours, I could do more than that in one day of riding for sure, but that's decent. And are you going to be talking for the entire 8 hours? I hope not. Box contents. You got an X1 Slim unit with battery case, USB charging cable, and AC adapter, headset and microphone for both open and full-face helmets, PTTB, push-to-talk button and extension cord, mounting bracket with cradle, cradle, not cable, 2 screws, and Allen wrench and the manual. And that's 2 screws, not 2 screws. Anyway, let's open the box up and see what's inside. Hopefully there's actually a Chatterbox unit in here. It could be a brick, and I got ripped off. Nope. There we go. So here is the actual unit. This is the Chatterbox X1 Slim. It's much smaller than the original Chatterbox that we used to use way back in the day. This is your full helmet microphone. You've got, if you look here, you can see there's a little Velcro thingy you can stick right in front of your helmet. And you've got 2 speakers, left and right. You can listen to your music using these speakers, which you're going to mount inside your helmet in the lining. You've got a power adapter here with an indicator. You got a red and green light. I presume when it's fully charged, it'll go green. I'm assuming, but I haven't read the manual. You all know I don't like to read manuals. You have a... looks like a standard USB cable, but if you look closer, you'll see on the other end, it's got, looks like a headphone cable type of deal. This is going to charge your unit. So you're going to actually plug this USB cable into this guy, and the other end goes into your X1 Slim unit in the, if you can see that, I don't know if you can see that, it says CHAPTT. So you're going to plug in right in there, and that's where you're going to actually charge the unit. So you just plug it right in there. There you go. Moving right along. You've got a PTT unit for your handlebar. So this is actually something you can mount on your handlebar and be able to manually actuate the unit. So you can actually push this button here. Hey, Charlie 527, this is Victor 266 Eagle 1. I'm cruising 180 miles per hour. I got 2 police units on my tail. Okay, moving right along. All right, so here we have a, this is the mounting unit. Actually, if you look at this, or bracket, whatever you want to call it. So here's the X1 Slim, and this should go... Wow, I'm really making a fool of myself here. But what's new? Here you go. So you can slide it in like that. Snaps right into place. And then this is going to attach with some screws on the rim of your helmet. So you got some screws that they're going to use. I'll show you that in a second. Here is your open face helmet. For those of you that like bugs in your teeth, you like open face helmets, this is your microphone. I don't want that, so I'm just going to toss that out. Whoa. Okay, that was silly. Anyway, so here's the other part of the bracket that's going to secure the unit itself to your helmet. So you're not actually going to make it permanent. But, so on one side of the helmet, you have this. On the other side, you have this. You clamp them together with the screws. Now it's attached to your helmet. And then this can be, you know, you can take it off, put it back on. So, pretty cool. And they got the bag of screws in there. And that's it. That's what you get when you buy an X1 Slim Chatterbox two-way radio. So this is the Chatterbox X1 Slim unit. You got a few buttons on here. You've got the PTT button, push to talk. You push it to talk. Amazing. Then you got a mode button to switch the various modes. You got an up and down button. If you hold down the down button, it's actually going to take you to radio mode, FM radio. It's tuned to 99.1. That's the radio it's on, radio station it's tuned to right now. Press and hold this, and that will deactivate the radio mode. That's a press or a long press. Now with this button here, you can adjust, or this knob here, you can adjust the sensitivity of the microphone. It's got voice activated technology, and you can adjust the sensitivity with this dial. When you're playing the radio, you can use this to adjust the volume of the music you're hearing. This is where you plug everything in, your headphones, left channel, right channel. This is where you charge it here, and also the push to talk for your handlebar. You can plug that in there. Auxiliary, plug in your MP3 player or whatever to listen to music, your GPS, whatever you please. And finally, as you can see here, it supports Bluetooth, but it only supports one hands-free device and one audio streaming device. So, for example, you could have a phone connected to it as well as another device like an iPod. However, smartphones may actually use up both the hands-free and audio streaming features in one, meaning you could plug this into an Android phone and not be able to plug in any more Bluetooth devices. Because again, the one phone will use up one streaming channel, Bluetooth channel, and one hands-free channel, and you only have one of each. You cannot have two hands-free devices or two audio streaming devices, only one of each. But again, the smartphones may use up both. Something to keep in mind. Bluetooth support with limitations. This wonderful antenna will give you a range of up to 5 miles on designated channels. Not all the channels. There's about 7 or 8 channels at least that will give you the 5-mile maximum range depending on the situation where you are. It's not going to be the same range every place. It depends on what's around you. Trees, mountains, curves, visibility, all that stuff it matters. Most channels, I believe, are 2-mile radius, so it really depends on the channel. That's something to keep in mind. So the basic idea here is you have a two-way radio for your motorcycle that you can attach to your helmet. It's not permanent. You can remove it. You've got 2 earpieces here where you can hear people talking to you. You can plug in your music player and listen to music on that as well. You can actually plug in, I believe this is for the passenger, so the passenger can communicate with you as well. This attaches to it as well. And you can stay in contact with your buddies. You're riding in a group. I remember I used to ride with a lot of R1s. We actually had a guy in the back with a two-way radio and a guy in the front with a two-way radio. If one guy gets lost, missing, like one guy crashed, guy in the back can call to the guy in the front and say, we got to stop. We're missing a guy. So it's a nice safety feature, and it's nice that you can have a whole bunch of riders talking together while you're riding.